In this video, I'm going to be talking around CRM, so your customer relationship management, this guy on the left here. But as usual, if you haven't watched the main demo video on the TrueERP software suite, again, it's just a brief overview on how the package can work for your business. Please stop this video and go ahead and watch that video. Otherwise, if you have watched that, this is CRM. So in our CRM functionality, which by the way works hand in hand with our marketing module, sales, they all flow within one another, they all work together. But within our CRM package, we have things like your prospects, canvases, your mail merging. But to start off with, I can start off with the prospect. So essentially what a prospect is a phone number that has had some sort of correspondence. You've either emailed them, phoned them. Once that marketing contact has been called upon, they then flow into a prospect list. Now I can create a prospect straight away, or if I've had a marketing contact that's been converted, I would find in my list. So what I would do in here is that to create one, just put in the company's name, so whatever the company name was, the individual, so job title, telephone number, whatever it may be. You can also load things like their address information, so wherever they live, so you would put in their street, if I can spell, city and town, wherever they belong to. Again, it can load all that information in there, postcode, or whatever it may be. But essentially once I've done that and hit save, they flow then into my prospect list. Now, this prospect list, we can do, again, things like mail merges, send them out campaigns, notices, and that flows throughout the whole program. But once you've had a prospect set up, you can even look at things like canvases, setting up different sources. So your sources are going to be just figures that you're going to retain from different ways you've received these prospects. So whether it's from a website campaign, whether it's from a mail campaign, billboard, however they've contacted you that you know of, you can then enter in a source. So if I go to create one real quick on this guy over here, this is where I can set that up. So if it's a YouTube campaign, I would just put that in. If it's loading against an expense account, you can put that in, so marketing or whatever it may be. I'll just put this for now. The estimated cost that was spent on it, you can also add that in. If there's incentives, you can also put those sorts of dates in and just hit save. Then that goes through into your source list and you can start tracking the inquiries that you've got through that different source. So see over here, you can enter in those inquiries and it's going to take those estimated costs into consideration. Now, all our lists within ERP, no matter if you're in a prospect list, a canvasser list, whether you're in the manufacturing module or the appointments module, these lists are completely customizable. So by moving fields around or sorting on different fields, filtering on different fields, whatever you want to, you can customize this to suit your needs. So putting fields in, taking fields out, doesn't matter, you can do that. So that's pretty much just your source on how you actually got that prospect and how they got interested in your product in the first place. From there, we can do things like mail merges, so sending out different mail campaigns to all your customers. You've got your different filter lists that you can set up, different templates that you can set up for these customer campaigns. So you can have maybe a template for your export customers, you can have a template for your retail customers, whatever it may be, you can have those set up. And again, that's for suppliers, employees, prospects, no matter what it is, you can set up those mail merges. Now, how the CRM functionality flows within marketing, and I'll almost go back to the beginning, but again, a marketing contact within our software is a number that you've never necessarily contacted. So no matter what contact it is, so if we create another contact in here, We'll call it the wine company. Call it Mrs. Sarah Smith. Her telephone number, again the same as before on the prospect list, very similar. And we'll give her an address real quick. And here's where you can also track that source. So if you've got a source that you would like to track within your marketing contacts or within your prospects, things like that, that helps with tracking and how they got to know about that. But again, this functionality you can use in whichever way you please. So if I hit save on that, so if you jump into the marketing contact list again, we're going to have those set up in here. So we've got the wine company that I've just set up. And once I've had any sort of correspondence or whatever I've done with them, so if I go and just turn them into a lead and send them a quick note, or I've contacted them, call back, whatever the note is, or whether I've done a quote or whatever it may be. Once I've done that, once I've set these up and I've had that correspondence, that will then flow into my prospecting. And again, everything in ERP works in real time. The moment you do anything anywhere in the software, everything else knows about it, so automatically updated. And just the last thing's pretty much on CRM, you've got things like marketing ratio reports, you've got sales ratio reports if you want to achieve any of these. And we've got things like loyalty programs. So if you've got specific products that you'd like to set up with, sort of discounts or things like that, or reward points, you can absolutely set those up in here. So for every £10 value, you get 12 points to all specific customers. So again, if I've got retail customers that I want to set up in here, I can do that. All my units of measure, my different to and from dates that this campaign is going to run for, and absolutely set that up. So, I mean, that's pretty much CRM. Again, I know that's just a brief overview. The power of the software is incredible if we go into detail. Again, that's just to give you kind of an idea of a look and feel on how the software can work for you. If you haven't already been to our website, please go take a visit. It's www.TrueERP.co.uk. And if you'd like to know more information, please give us a call. Thanks for watching.